Welcome to the expected big matchup in the tag team tournament. We have RebornGaignun versus RebornGaignun and Murder Mastodon versus Zexxus and Xanxus. This is the rematch. You may remember that they went 3-2-1 with a couple of really bad breaks for some teams last series. And this is our top of the table matchup. Whoever wins here ends up undefeated through the bracket stage and will take the final first seed going into the finals, and the other team will have to go down to the lower bracket to play whichever of the losers has climbed their way back up. And so what are your first impressions coming into this match, Goatrix?
It was a really close, it was a nail biter last time, and I definitely know that Reborn and Mastodon were not happy with the results. So hopefully we're gonna see them pick things up here and do a lot better. But then again, Zexxus and Xanxus have been trying out a lot of new things here. Well, new for them at least, and we'll see how the two play out versus that passion to win versus the experimentation.
And we have a very high technical preparation team, whereas a team that has a lot of just, they have a lot of arsenals that they like to fall back on, that they have the brute effectiveness, I'd say, out of Xanxus and Zexxus. And last time, that proved to be the winner. But we'll have to see this time if Reborn and Murder are able to come in with a better read and better preparation than last time. And it behooves me also, we do have Gaignnun here with us. I forgot to introduce. We have Gaignnun here. He'll be here for questions, and then my co-host, Goatrix, who you've already heard and didn't take his cue to say hello. And we'll go ahead and get this underway. And just since it's the first time using it, let me know if you guys see the video moving.
Yep.
I got a good.
Keeps pausing for me.
Or
it just has stayed paused for me. It hasn't actually started up.
Let's see.
Good defense start.
Is it running?
Okay, now it's running.
Yep,
yeah.
And I got a.
Okay, well, that was odd. We do see the Reincarnation and Flamesword start out of Gaignnun, quickly glacial walled by Zexxus.
Looks like everybody has a good aura start.
Okay, they're using the French.
Xanxus is at 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Xanxus has arguably got the least amount of aura, but so far he looks like he's not in any real pressure spot. Let's see here.
Yeah, put on pressure.
Reincarnation, Flamesword. Gaignnun, I'm going to assume this is the Wings of Hope arsenal?
This is not, actually. But a lot of similar stuff. It's definitely a Nature Faith good stuff arsenal.
That seems like almost every Nature Faith is,
Nice.
but I'm
You
just
just
curious
keep
because
something a little bit
that's a definitive flavor out of you.
Have crawlers for.
So we do see a little bit of tag damage. First blood of the series goes on to Xanxus.
No, it looks like Seal. It was Seal.
Xanxus gets tagged once more.
Okay.
Zexxus is tranced up.
Crawlers.
Xanxus takes a third
And let's
reincarnation now.
Okay, he has a defense. Now let me attack first.
My Rian, I'm just checking with it.
Oh, you have Rian. Okay.
Xanxus is on the retreat. Knows his base is no
Glacial.
longer safe.
Okay.
So we have a glacial wall out of both Xanxus and
They
Zexxus
both
now.
have glacial.
Yeah.
Could be difficult for them to break through. Amulet quickly overwritten.
Yep. A lot of attacks up front for Gaignnun here.
Looks like he's trying to block the hang there. Xanxus was looking to hang something.
Yeah, looks like they're moving now to break those hangs. Good idea. Man, still nothing but attacks though for Gaignnun. It's a good thing nobody's like trying to put any pressure on him with attacks yet. Oh,
Can you get the
not
middle
quite
one?
not quite the shot he was hoping for, but manages to.
The tallest bench is the only one that can hang out. Ow.
Oops.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Let's see
Yeah,
here.
they can't hang on the
Gonna be a
bench.
memory
Yeah,
lapse
all the
or
hang
a,
spots for cartwheelers are broken now.
Right, well, I'm digging harder.
That
for
5
the
damage
but I don't
reincarnation
see
is starting to hurt
Ugh.
on the Gaignnun. That's 2 in a row he
Yeah.
didn't cartwheel.
for a shield.
I have a feeling that their attention was still focused. His attention was still focused more
Oh, they
on
didn't.
the.
Oh, they didn't break that one.
That's okay.
Yep, and they got it.
I have Rian.
Let's
They-
see
yeah.
here now. The good news is, like it's gonna turn into a Rian fight. It's just that Zexxus and Xanxus have managed to get. Oh, but we have an Armoros watch now. So let's see if Gaignnun can at least hit somebody with it once before.
I wasn't worried about getting
Took
rid of
one
it.
Rian. Ah, shit.
So was that Friendship's doppelgang that we
That
saw
took one,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
One
I thought that was
glacial
him.
down.
Well, the good news is the glacial wall is only single use now.
I have a plan. It will take me a minute to enact.
Assuming he's gonna try to hit me with a Murmur. Sinus Saints.
Oh, the classic.
Yeah, not something you would have expected out of these guys.
It's definitely an odd
Normally-
Yeah, those
choice.
Randers
Yeah,
gonna
normally
hurt
a
for
much more
while, I
vanilla
guess.
playstyle, but here we
He
are.
has a Seal of Death and a Sinus Things in his hand.
Well,
No,
the
no,
good
that's,
news,
those
is the
are
sign's
different.
not quite as bad to dodge.
I saw
It's gonna be the
two
Rian
different
that's really
people.
gonna be the hard one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
We see
Alright.
Ganon miss
I finally
dodging
got
a
to the point
third
I wanted
one.
to be at, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
fuck.
And a fourth.
and unfortunately, it does a quarter of your health every hit. Yeah, that's kind of a bad spot. Ooh.
Good stuff. Alright. Alright. Use your shield? Oh.
We'll say it did take Zexxus and Xanxus
Yeah,
long to get it off the ground, but
Jumper,
dang.
I'm very vulnerable to reincarnations.
I know. I'm trying to solve that.
Ganon, do either of you have any anti-environmentals in
Defense
here?
from Xanx. Unsure,
Yes.
probably a glacial wall if I had to guess. Dark, okay. I got a.
And so,
I got
what's the
armors
plan here? I don't see you
You have
digging
armors?
for it if you're
And a
looking
vacuum.
for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
It's in his Yeah, arsenal? I had a watch in my hand and I've been trying to get it, but I didn't want to do it while he had a defense because it's That was our use. plan.
They're
right
gonna.
there.
He has an arm row, so they're gonna try it one time.
Yeah, so I
Oh, I
get
see
one
the
of them.
armor roast got off. I'm
Yeah.
assuming I've got to assume both Zexxus and Xanxus, those yellows in their hands are orbs or amulets at this point.
Okay, that was.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, he lost it.
I've seen-
Okay.
It feels like a lot more memory lapsed arsenals
Okay,
now
got
are
him there.
incorporating
Good
the
thing we
orb
played
for the
reincarnation. See, if I
permanence
was on my
there.
other assault, I would not have had a reincarnation. I would have just been screwed.
But at the
Like,
same
he
time, it's
wanted
not.
to die there.
It's
That's why I
kind of
didn't
not
do
mattering
that.
just
Which
because
one?
it's like a Rian fight, and
Plan?
the only one who really can't dodge is Murder, so he
Got
has to
him.
be careful
Oh,
where he
guard
comes
water.
from.
Oh shit, that was stupid of me.
Yeah, Guard of Water already tells me that it's got to be an orb in hand,
We
because
have enough health.
why else would you go for 2 or 3
Oh,
schools?
maybe they aren't planning.
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, they may have already overwritten their Armoros.
Just spam. Let's just stand here. And spam
We
the
see
fact
that
one of
being a
us dies.
common thing out of Xanxus and
Yeah,
Zexxus
I don't know what
being
we were
quick
doing
to
before.
overwrite,
Let's
so
just do
possibly
this.
don't have it left
Xanxus behind you.
this late in the
Sinus
game.
Saint Seal.
And this is the thing what I don't like about memory lapse is that when you're
Yeah,
down, when
okay.
you're
Not
down,
bad.
it's a sheer detriment.
Let's kill Xanxus again.
Because now, like there's
Kill
no
Zexxus
defenses
again.
that are worth it, so he has to rely purely on rolling. And at this point, you can just double team up on the shots, and yeah, good luck dodging. Oh, and the return to nature.
Okay, returned. And
Only
Xanxus
gets
had an
one
orb.
of them though.
Yeah, well that's good because that means Xanxus is still at the negative
No,
2.
No, no, no!
And they got the environmental. Don't worry.
No, it wasn't you. My stupid Xbox did that thing.
Okay, it's fine. Just relax though. We're
Environmental is gone with
In a-
it though, so advantage again back
And
to
in
them.
a rare circumstance, we
both of
hear
them.
you can block
Murder
them.
Mastodon kind of losing it for a minute, but he manages to recover.
Oh, return
His
to nature.
Xbox
Did you do
sometimes
that?
starts talking to him and bringing up
Oh.
a screen.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like.
I didn't-
That's just rare because he almost never like loses his
If
composure
Ganon
like
could
that.
stop taking all this damage here, that Ice Sword would be really good to stop corpse recovery, but he's going aggressive with it
Trying to
instead.
Oh.
Reincarnation
Oh.
lost to the flash hole.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, and
Sorry about that
Zexxus
freak
is
out. Freaking
powering up
that
a little
thing
bit.
always happens at the most inopportune moment. It didn't give me a warning that time either. It's just like
Diabolical
D-trick.
trick could be good here.
I've got
And
answers
Zexxus
now.
and Xanxus are on 5 and 6 and 5 respectively, so I'm assuming they're not going to attempt for another memory lapse at this point.
The answer is no. You can't. I guess.
Oh man.
Glacial would
Yeah,
be good
this is-
here.
Way out of their play style, and you can tell.
That way you can freeze and pop.
Armros again.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not sure
Okay.
I like
Keep
the
going.
armor,
I don't-
just because
Oh,
the
oh,
trade-off
sorry, I
of
thought
the
you were
1
the other
damage for 2 isn't super hot,
You know
but
defenses? I saw
either way,
flash
it
roll
works.
from one of them.
yeah, they're down to everyone's down to the nubs on their arsenals right at the moment. Ganon eliminating Arctic particles.
Oh, good flash.
Oh, he also loses his Will-O-Wisp. Oh, there's many other attacks that have been spent already. I'm kind of curious what he's got
You
left.
know his defenses? I didn't see it.
Yeah, we see the 1 damage seal of death there, which is
Oh,
not
okay, this is
good.
the flash roll.
And then he's
Yes,
probably
stay
going to be able to pop that.
Ooh, nice dodge. I'm assuming I don't know if that was a storm blade or if that was a wind pressure.
This
So
be really bad
Zexxus'
to the
last
rim
capsule
pressure.
now popped. It's going to be up to Xanxus with the +2 to see whether or not he's able to do anything here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
Zexxus is
really...
going to be pretty useless at this point.
He had a pretty good defense. Flash hole from Xanxus. Be careful, he has Sign of Saints. I mean, he doesn't do much damage.
We'll have to see what he's able to pull off here. Get some more pops down. Xanxus does
Yeah.
pick him
Dig
up
a
into his
little harder
hand.
here.
It looks like this is going to be game 1 to Guinan and Murder here.
Nice. Good.
It's looking like it. Like, Zexxus and Xanxus are out. Like, Xanxus is the only one who has any effective attacks left. And
Yeah,
he does
has
have
to go
a
or
good
die,
one
I
with
guess.
reincarnation.
Unless he can pop
+2.
Guinan
There's
right
only a minute
here.
left. We don't have a...
Like that, and able to stop the pickup, which Murder was right on his heels.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah.
At this point, they can...
Now, if
they're
Xanxus isn't paying attention, he throws a reincarnation at 4 aura. He loses it.
Yeah, they're in a particularly bad spot because, yep, you can just sit there and harass.
That's the first match we've ever won on Palace.
I like hearing that. That's funny.
I mean, we've been
Murder's
on
like, that's
Palace
the
all
first
time.
match we've ever won on Palace.
That was a good game. That was a good game. Now I'm
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
now.
I don't wanna
Guy, can
actually
you remind me
break that.
who actually returned to nature there? Was
They
it
did.
you guys? Okay, they did.
Yeah, I think it was Zexxus himself who returned to
That's
nature.
what I was kind of. That's what I was kind of curious about who did it. I was like,
Water.
I don't know if that was such a
It was
hot
to
idea. I
fix
mean,
the stats, and obviously we had Rians for the
Yeah.
memory lapse.
Yeah,
My son just drank some of my.
I know. That's why I'm just
caffeine.
like, I'm never thrilled about memory lapse
Probably not good for a
because
2-year-old.
literally there's such a high
Drink
chance of
water.
running into opposing reincarnations.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with
I'm
it.
going to turn down the volume a little bit.
2 ounces. Probably spilled most of it.
Mine has a reasonable amount, I suppose.
There we go. Okay, video is back working. Well, that was a really,
I'm sorry, I was-
really fun game there on
Okay.
Palace. I mean, it was a
Purple.
bit of a drag out there for a
Yeah,
while,
I am-
but it was really back and forth. It wasn't really
I did-
decided until the end.
Corbin here, like I said.
And I
Well-
think that was the main thing I was missing out of them, too, is the capsule pops with the memory lapse.
Let's
Well,
see.
they just. I don't know how well they developed the strategy. It definitely didn't feel like something that was
Thank you.
their normal cup of tea, and I'm not sure that they felt comfortable, especially considering that
shit.
they abandoned it partway through.
I didn't want them to get it.
Yeah,
It's close.
it's not something that they're used to playing, I think, and we did see that being a factor. I don't want to quite call it babies
I have another
first,
one. Do you need
Yeah, no.
but it
Oh,
was
no.
definitely something that it's not normally in their wheelhouse, because you see some other players who've done it often enough, and they know what to expect and what to do in some of those
They're probably gonna
situations,
vicious
and
balance
they'll
shift.
craft the
Yeah.
arsenals a little bit more detailed to who they're playing.
If that makes sense.
I think you can make a vibration arsenal that'll play against just about anyone, but when it comes to a memory lapse or a hang arsenal, like they have to get pretty personalized sometimes.
Well, you have to, for the most part, you're also focusing on a kind of singular strategy, and if there's a counter in the opposing arsenals, it doesn't feel so strong anymore. You're just handicapping yourself in your skill choices to accommodate that build.
Oh man, Zexxus is under fire.
Zexxus-
Murder is in that base doing work, and
Yeah.
Guinan is
Okay.
dropping bombs
I
with the vibration laser
Ooh.
from long range. Octolaser does
Thank you.
connect.
He has-
They're not going to go
Three-
quietly into the night here.
Oh, I had to go back. They erased my laser blade.
But yeah, now
Okay,
they
you
are
wanna stay on
really
Zexxus?
on the back foot here.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
I know
damage
there's
put down. Murder is
Double-
still on the attack too.
a there's double. There's a lot of buffing going on. And I know Guinan and Murder had an early pickup, early double boost mine, which helped.
Oh
man,
goodness.
my laser.
This is
hit
just
him.
brutal.
He's gonna die here. He's not gonna make it back. No, I mean that's the way the arsenals work. You know?
Oh,
It's not
that
like
manual
spam
aim just
time, you
missed, but
spam it
Yep,
Mastodon
Murder does
got
catch
it.
him right after.
for real.
Oh, and the fall off.
Okay,
Oh man.
I just broke a flash hole.
Decides to keep the Venom Fang over. And the stun is nasty.
Do you like the idea of keeping the Venom Fang for harassment's sake?
And
That's
there's another
right.
kill.
Yeah.
Doesn't throw out the vibration laser. He decides to move in.
Twist vibe.
I'm gonna fake out.
I'm gonna
defense.
go up.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and make him jump down.
Erase shell. Erase shell.
A race shell. Okay.
Here.
He's on 7 health.
Yeah, everyone's
Xanxus
favorites.
falls off.
Yeah, this is not looking good. I don't think Zexxus probably isn't gonna have the aura recovery to do this. Let's see if Guinan decides to build up a little bit for Venom Fang. There we go. So I can. Yep. However, he falls off.
Oh,
yeah.
he falls
And I
off.
just
Dear
keep spamming
goodness.
those lasers.
Yeah,
This is about to go poorly.
It did.
And that
Ooh.
is game 2 to Guinan and Murder Mastodon, taking an early and solid lead here in this series.
In all honesty,
We'll have to see if Xanxus and Zexxus are able to bring this back. It seems like the cute play on Palace has really just set them back tempo-wise. I remember we've talked about it in podcasts before. Nathan's mentioned that sometimes when you play that cute stuff, it's hard to get back into the right rhythm. And we see a hiccup here out of Xanxus and Zexxus again on Highway, just not able to get their pressure down.
Well, if it's two arsenals they haven't practiced before, this is not the time to be testing them out, because clearly they had to abandon the memory lapse halfway through Palace, and then whatever they were going for on Highway didn't come to fruition.
Oh, we are going to see something dirty with this Disintegrate. Are we going to see the Paralyze combo?
You may well. I'm not sure if you want to turn us down a little bit so we can hear you better.
I did turn it down a little bit. I don't know if the volume adjusts for you the same way it does for me.
Oh, maybe it doesn't.
Oh, we do see Tiger Strength Rapid Cannon, which could be pretty good here.
I got Paralyze Barrier, yeah.
It looks like Mastodon and Gaiden decided to take a cue from the Esper Evolution playbook here, which they did use against Xanxus in round 1.
Well, I mean, the Paralyze combo would be, they did still Moment, and then you and I have done Paralyze.
But I'm just saying, it's still a cue. It's still a cue from them, because that worked. Because unfortunately, Zexxus and Xanxus have kind of shown that, man, dodging holes is really hard. I don't know why.
You know, some cartwheelers handle a little bit better than others, but that has been a weakness of theirs in the past, are the holes and the Paralyze and the Dazzle.
Yep.
And it looks like they're going to be trying to take advantage of that here.
Yeah, Silent and I have...
He's popping your capsules, I think.
Silent and I kept mentioning how it would have just been a smart idea to just play triple jackpot against them all 3 rounds in our last tournament game. But it looks like it may not be necessary here, because, ooh... the lightning sword, but it's not that bad considering there's no shield taken.
I didn't want to.
He had another drop off from Gaiden to get back to his base.
I'm going to.
I'll get ready for Disintegrate. Okay.
I'm trying to neutralize him real quick. Hold on a second.
And he's trying to neutralize the stats.
He's hiding from the neutralize. That doesn't read his aura, but it might.
Watch out for Zexxus. He's coming up on you.
Yep.
I'm coming around. Like I said, I'm trying to.
I have to see it here. Sorry, I'm like getting wrapped up in the tension myself. And Zexxus goes down to the Rapid Cannon.
Yep.
And we get a confirmed orb.
Yep.
Yeah, we get confirmed orb out of Xanxus, who does make the quick pickup.
I'm gonna say Xanxus has one thing I've noticed he's incorporated a lot now is more orb, amulet, things of those nature to protect his stats.
They're not having a lot of luck getting it.
Hold on, save your aura for a second.
Oh, okay, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I think you just need to get on out of there and pull off that combo with the Disintegrate, get this going.
Okay. At the very least, even if you can cripple Zexxus at this point, since Xanxus is pretty safe.
Okay, he erased Shelled Mine.
Plus, it frees up some spots in your hand, because you know that he's been nursing that Disintegrate for a while.
Sorry,
it's hilarious they're not attacking me.
It's
I don't want to get Zexxus.
Oh goodness, that was a massive combo out of Xanxus. I didn't quite see. I know a Willow was involved, but that hit hard.
I want to get Zexxus. I think the other guy has an orb.
Oh, he has an orb. I've tested it.
Oh no. He did the little Willow.
Okay, so now we abandon.
See some Killer Satellite. Always
abandon
good with
neutralize.
The
then he abandons the Killer Satellite to go for Slide Laser.
He's paralyzed. Oh. Paralyzed.
I can't.
And gets hit by the Vibration Laser. This is coming down to the wire. Looks like a lack hits Murder, and we do catch Zexxus with the Disintegrate. We are back in this game on this team that is low health. Xanxus and Zexxus gonna be scrambling here.
Well, Xanxus still has good health, but at the same time, he doesn't have a great aura count to begin with, so it's not. Oh.
Manual aimed lightning sword is massive, as Murder now has to make the pickup with no shield and no skills.
And 2 health.
He's got to dodge the Willow.
This entire time.
He's got to dodge the Willow and the lightning sword. And we missed the angle. We didn't see.
Oh,
wow. Watch the lightning sword right there, and he falls off. Murder's going to make the pickup.
I have a miniature heart attack.
I'm sure right
Murder
now,
just dies right there. Makes it an easy pickup.
I'm sure right now Gainun's having
I have
PTSD
no
watching
more
this
aura in
again.
Deck, so I'm only gonna draw gas.
He's like, oh my god.
Rapid Cannon doesn't connect onto Xanxus this time. Rapid Cannon has been deadly on these walkways so far this map. Xanxus now back up to 3 aura. Has a yellow there. That could be his own orb or amulet.
But take a look though. He only has 6 skills left. So whatever he's got to dig for has to be like under a certain curve there, or he's gonna be out of the game. If it's more vibration skills, he's worthless. Oh, no Manuel's, no Manuel shot for a guy in there. Oh, but there we go. Only tap it. Flash hole.
Yep, does break the flash hole though, which I think he was completely willing to make that trade there.
Yeah. I will say though, I think the MVP of this map for damage so far has been the map itself, because I guarantee at least 30 damage has come from the map so far.
Yeah, a lot of damage from the map. The Will-o'-the-Wisp has been dirty as well. At 5 damage Willow.
It's done the second amount of damage for sure.
I'm gonna try.
We do see the Twist Laser connect onto Zexxus. Xanxus is gonna have to make that pickup without a shield.
Yep.
And the first one connects, second one connects, but the pickup is made.
Yep.
Zexxus now going to have to try and make the pickup himself. 3 aura only.
And Mastodon's going for the tricky play with a boost mine on the buy to try to get the stun for a Psycho Spear. I don't know if I like the idea, only because if he screws up, he gives him an additional 2 aura that he shouldn't have. It looks like it didn't matter. No aura was gained, no damage was dealt, and Xanxus was picked up. Oh, there's a turbulence. Oh, so it looks like Xanxus just must have had like an amulet the whole time then.
You know, I got a question sometimes how much you roll off. Like, you weren't that far from your base. Gainun, you could have just walked back.
Man, walking's for chumps though.
Walking is for chumps.
Well, we've watched him cartwheel off purposefully at least 3 times.
He's lost 2/3 of his health to rolling off the map so far. Like I said, MVP for damage is Refinery itself. Like it doesn't even need an arsenal.
Yeah, Refinery is a brutal map to play on. They are low health. Once again, this is going to be real sketchy.
I know.
And low capsules. Right in the middle. Oh god. Ooh.
Oh my goodness, that blaster is right on his tail.
I was gonna say.
I think it was just a throttle though, so he would have survived, but still.
Unless he moved enough where he got pushed off, but oh, man.
The Twist Laser is also erased. We're now down to Hyper Kick.
Now Flash Sword, you got it right.
And unfortunately, the video quality, I can't see how many capsules are left in Gainun's.
I have 5 capsules.
He's got 5.
5.
There's
Okay,
one
so
satellite left.
So he's got arguably the healthiest of capsules other than Zexxus, who I'm assuming is not picking anything else up because he ain't got squat to pick up.
Very helpful right now.
It's spawning soon. Just
I will say,
that's
Zexxus has been doing a very good job, you know,
recovering from that disintegrate. Yeah,
trying to stay in the fight for as much as he can. I mean,
I think Gainun honestly has to catch the Willow with that eraser.
Oh,
a big massive killer satellite.
He can just catch 6 to the face after catching the 1.
He's paralyzed. He's underneath.
Oh.
Gainun, stop rolling off.
Oh my goodness.
That one hurt to watch again.
Oh my goodness. 1 health to 1 health, and like I said, most of the damage, like Zexxus hasn't attacked in what, like 3 minutes here? Oh, he finally has one. Oh my god.
And Gainun goes down to it.
Oh.
And the reincarnation hits, and that is game 3 to Xanxus and Zexxus, a real nail biter.
No. That was game 3 to Xanxus and Refinery. He tagged out Zexxus for that one.
But how much damage did you take from purposefully rolling off the map? Ballsy calls do not pay off for Gainun and Murder Mastodon this match.
Especially the last one. Oh boy, guys.
It was definitely a good attempt.
I mean, it was a good attempt. It was well played. Zexxus handled it really well. But there was just so many times I see them like scrambling to get back to base 5 seconds faster than if they just walked there. And it's just not a decision I agree with.
But it's definitely okay because Refinery had their back and, you know, came through in the clutch.
I mean, it didn't come through for Gainun and Mastodon.
I know because Refinery was clearly on Zexxus and Xanxus' side for once.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I guess you can only lose so many at Refinery before it finally comes back to help you.
Yeah, before it's like, hey, I got you, son. I got you. Okay, so we're on to lane. So here we go. Psycho Shell Skywalk. and some
Oh
more
yeah, I
capsules.
played against this earlier in their prep. They're going to be looking to do holes
I
while
have my
Guinan is
jackpot.
skywalking
Have
with
3 of 'em in
bombs.
here, Lunar Force and Tiger Strength, so I'll be able to.
And Guinan eats an early rock shot.
They're
That
coming.
one's
know,
for you.
You know what? I definitely like the idea of using the skywalk to do it.
They
The
both
thing
are.
is, you're still able to be hit, which I'm not thrilled about. I jokingly
What?
say it, but I almost think it. Like I still believe in the triple void, triple jackpot approach here versus Xanxus, just because they get hit by holes.
Well, the idea is that there's going to be jackpots out of Mastodon while
no,
he's
I get it.
skywalked.
No, I get it, but the idea, at least with the void, is that both players can sit on the ground and double up on the jackpot spam, and you can hopefully stay close to them to overlap and have double hole coverage.
Jackpots. No.
Guinan
Yeah.
is just eating damage this game.
He needs to skywalk the hell out of there. There we go. Using the pod. Oh, but he's oh my
And he
god.
drops
he's-
down at the same time as the jackpot. Honestly,
And that
Guinan
could have
this series
that
has been
would've
taking so much more damage
might
than
be.
he needs to in a lot of
That
situations.
was very scary too, because if he had died in that jump pod, then it would have been a 2v1 for the rest of the match. So this is not getting off super hot so far, but it's happening.
Guinan's still
Don't jump
looking
into
for
mine.
the bravery decision in this deck. I can tell you that much. But
Yeah,
right
but I
now
think
it looks like he's just willing to sit back while his
It's-
partner uses
I didn't
that.
see any fades.
It's a
did you?
completely functional hand that works right at the moment, and he doesn't need to do anything fancy to dodge the jackpot. I mean, you really don't. Like, seriously, Zexxus and Xanxus should be ashamed of how much they get hit by it. Oh, that was a bad skywalk. It's a good thing he didn't get higher off the ground.
I'm gonna come over there.
Otherwise, he would have died from fall damage. Let's see here. So,
You know what? I'm going home. Stay nearby if you want. I am digging for armor.
Yeah, I am.
sounds like a good plan. He's
Yep.
abandoning
Yep,
the
he's going to
amulet.
look for the Armoros now, which is a good idea to find the Armoros and possibly the
Yeah.
bravery decision.
Well, the amulet. Well, the
What does
amulet's
Xanxus
sitting there
have,
doing
green?
nothing. So.
Thing is, they
Yeah,
are
so-
far apart. A stray shot from a debris bullet turns this into a real scary match.
All right. I've only got gas left.
Yeah, it's
Looks like 9 capsules
Good.
left.
I mean, I'm obviously still okay.
Barely catches the debris bullet. Gonna get hit by
Oh.
the key palm.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm away.
Nope. Oh, but he does catch a
Does
reincarnation.
catch the next one.
I will say,
I got rid of
Xanxus
my,
does make that
jackpot
that
now because I
palm
needed,
do some scary work.
And that debris bullet hits for 6
You want Lunar-
damage.
I'm not gonna put down the Lunar Force. Not gonna do it.
And the key palm catches for another 4, and that might be irretrievable inside there.
The edge.
I think he's on the edge
Oh, you're
enough that he can get caught, but not a good. Takes a nasty
Yeah.
hyper
So the debris
kick.
bullet has gone out of Zexxus. All he's got to worry about is Xanxus hyper kick, or no, the key palm.
No, he's got to work about key palm. That's like I will say that's the most effective I've ever seen key palm and debris bullet. Oh, and a free shot.
Gotcha.
And a free, yeah, he's on the edge enough that he can get it picked up.
All right, he does make the pickup. Looks like he's frostbit though.
Be armor swap.
No,
Free
it's
shot.
free shot. It's free shot. Because free shot you can damage buff free
Nice
shot
bomb.
and it still does damage.
There we go. They are
That
both at
like
-2
Jackpot
now.
again.
So he
But that's
Yeah.
Tiger Strength, so that's temporary.
I got jackpot again. I'll wait till you get closer to you though. Until then, I'm just gonna get closer to you and use them. Oh,
Ooh, that was a
Oh,
nice
there's an 8
jackpot.
damage
Let me
onto
know when you're
Xanxus.
Yeah.
I was close.
I've seen Zexxus run the free
Hold on,
shot
sorry,
arsenal
had
a
to
lot.
Had to retire strength. All right, here.
I mean, it's a lot of work just to basically
try
get
time
an
that a little bit.
unerasable
I'll
bullet
watch
of
you.
fire that has a small freeze effect.
Tiger
I mean,
strength,
it's a
okay.
lot of work, especially now because he hasn't. I don't know if he has a way to fix it.
Bro.
Yeah, he played that one against me last night because I was helping them warm up last night too, and I wasn't a fan of that deck when he played it personally. It was
If
the
it gets
same
up-
kind of problem. They ran into
Don't
the same
die,
problem. I arm roasted
Yeah.
him, and his deck
Yeah.
wasn't very useful.
With the explosion.
You have to have a way to fix it. Oh, and there we go. There's the fix.
0 damage free shot, but no attack. So just like
Yeah. This is looking for Zexxus and Xanxus. Like he's got three shields, but I don't know if any of them.
Oh,
can
there's
deal with-
another 8 damage jackpot onto Zexxus. This is looking to be fatal now.
Oh yeah.
Got him.
The reincarnation connects, and that is a 3-1 win for
3-1.
Guinan and Murder Mastodon over Xanxus and Zexxus. come in with a better read and end up undefeated, slotted into the final match of the tag team tournament.
They make grand finals, and that is a
yesterday?
That's a nice
Just one day. We got a
clip
whole
picture
weekend to
right
play.
there of Edgar
Oh my.
for that video clip there. Nice play. Definitely felt more solid. I really have to question what Zexxus and Xanxus were really going for on Highway, because obviously it wasn't very good. The memory lapse, they needed to stay committed to the memory lapse, even though it was kind of hurting them. Like, they only had one person's stats affected by the Armoro swatch, so I don't know that I really liked what they did there. They kind of fell apart mid-game. And then, holy crap, learn how to dodge fucking holes, dude.
And we didn't see them do anything on Highway. Highway was just a complete collapse.
Highway, they got destroyed, and then that last game, while they had their moments, like, seriously, this is like, what, the fourth game now where they've eaten how many holes? I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's proven over and over to be very effective. Guinan and Mastodon did read that, decided to take advantage of it, even while playing a cartwheeler. I feel like it was a little excessive. Maybe Guinan could have just played a jumper and gotten it over with, but playing cartwheeler with the skywalk was interesting.
Watching that last match, he had the skywalk, which he did. He got effect out of it, but there was a sequence when he was on the rooftops where he just was walking past like 3-4 jackpots. And it's just like, at this point, it's like what should be a marginal skill to dodge should not be that effective. It literally should not be that effective.
Yeah. An impressive series, no doubt. Congratulations on the win. Guinan and Murder. Now I don't feel so bad losing to them 3-2 myself as they take down Zexxus and Xanxus 3-1.
Well, I feel bad about every loss I take, so I mean that doesn't.
I feel marginally less bad. I didn't say I don't feel bad. I'm gonna come back.
There we go. That is a correction. We have a revisionist history.
I'm the anime protagonist, even in videos that aren't my own. I'll be back, I promise. But seriously, great match out of these guys.
Yeah.
Zexxus and Xanxus looks like they just got red.
They drop, and with that they drop into the losers bracket, where they're now waiting to play the winner of your match, Bregan PDDCM versus Mimic and Mesrath. And obviously, pro tip for anybody out there: if you're having a bad day against Xanxus and Xanxus, just shove in those jackpots, let them rip.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and take care.